Hello, this is Valentin for Self-Taught Polyglot. Today, I just want to continue my journey on Self-Taught Polyglot to talk about the Creole language and the difference between different Creoles in all around the world. I just want to answer questions, and I'm just going to elaborate on that question. The question is, among all the Creole languages we have in the world, is Haitian Creole the only standard Creole in the world? Well, first and foremost, I have to start by saying that any language or any dialect or any tongue, any idiom can be standard. A language happen to be standard not by some linguistic factors, but mostly by some extra linguistic factors. They're the economy, politics, and judicial. First and foremost, let's take for example Italy. For example, in Italy, in the 20th century, there are more than a dozen of dialects in Italy. Almost all the region, there are 20 regions in Italy. Almost all regions have their own dialect, their own language, so to speak. The Italian language was learned at school just to communicate with when non-locals are communicating with one another. For example, if you are from the north part of Italy, you'd like to communicate with somebody who's from the south, so you have to use a language that is intelligible for both of you so that you can communicate. Not the local language. If you use the local language, so you won't be able to communicate with that person from the north, because the person from the north probably is going to use his or her own dialect. So there are many Creole languages all around the world, not just the Haitian Creole language. For example, there are French-based Creole languages, there are English-based Creole languages, there are Portuguese-based Creole languages, Spanish-based Creole languages, etc. Remember what I said in my second or third video on this channel. I explained what a Creole language is. To recapitulate, a Creole language is a language that is emerged by mixing two different languages together, and then they give forth to a third completely different language, which is a Creole language. It is different from a pidgin, because a pidgin is when a language two different people use, two different people from two different languages, they use it just to communicate. It is not based in a community. A Creole language is based in a community. The Haitian Creole is different from the other Creoles. For example, let's take for example in the United States, in Louisiana, the state of Louisiana. The state of Louisiana was basically was a French territory. The French people sold it to the American people. That's why there are a lot of French things there, offsprings. Even the language, they preserve this linguistic thing in the culture. So the Louisian French based Creole is based from the Creole language, but it's different from the Haitian Creole, right? There's some English-based Creole as well that are totally different from the Haitian Creole. For example, there's Bajan, English-based Creole language. There's Australian Creole language, which is English-based. There are different Creole languages in the world. Haitian Creole is not just the only standard Creole language in all around the world. There are many. Nevertheless, there are some differences between the Haitian Our Creole, which is the most famous Creole language because it is a language of more than 12 million people here in Haiti, and a lot of people that are living overseas, they speak this particular language. It's not just a dialect. It is different from the other Creoles because, firstly, the Haitian Creole has its own grammar. Like if you want to learn Haitian Creole, you can have someone. For example, what I'm doing right here, I can explain to you everything based on a grammar, based on a prescriptive grammar. Okay, the Haitian Creole also has its own different dialects within Haiti. There are different regions. For example, in the north, in the south, they speak their Creole is a little bit different from the capital, from Port-au-Prince. For example, I'm from Port-au-Prince. My Creole is quite different from people from the north, right? The accent, the melody of the voice, even some words people use. It is both from the pronunciation, phonology, and the lexicology, the words people use.